Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How y'all doing? I am loving life freely here on YouTube. I am a full-time reseller on multiple platforms, and I am doing a 2-week sold video for you. As I note in going through the sold videos, sold pieces, I'm hoping to get to the point where I'll do weekly solds for you guys. I cut back down to, because when I did the poll for you guys, the majority of the people wanted weekly solds, was the poll when I did the poll. I did weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly, and the weekly was the most popular at 66%, which was great. I haven't been doing that lately because summer was so slow, but hopefully now that things are picking up a little bit more, we'll be doing weekly sales, if not in September, October, November, somewhere in there, depending on how things are going. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into the sold, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Let's take a look and see what's sold. Okay, you guys, let's get the sales done for this week. Now, again, this is 2 weeks worth. I am going to try to work towards doing sales once a week. Hopefully, sales are starting to pick up, so that might be more of an option, because I know when I did a poll, you guys preferred to have sales once a week versus twice a week or once a month, or sorry, every other week or once a month. It's just sales were so slow during the summer, but hopefully now things are picking up. That won't be an issue. So let's dive into the last 2 weeks of sales. So I have a few on eBay and Poshmark. And then I'll give you guys a little bit of an update too on whatnot and how things are going with that and what we're doing with that and any other changes that I'm making. Okay, you guys, let's dive into this. This was during a 20% off. This one here sold for $16. Most of my guys' pieces are around $3 a piece. Was a men's sweater, size 3X. And so, again, great profit on this one, sold to $16. Let's move on to the next item. All right, this was a Torrid. Now, I don't typically sell Torrid very well. It just doesn't sell really quick for me. So I was really, really happy when this one sold. This one sold again at the 20% off for $20. So great cog on this piece, and great profit on it as well. All right, guys, more kids pieces are coming down the pike too. I'm so happy. I cannot tell you how happy I am with how well kids pieces are doing on my eBay. I'm getting more of my kids pieces selling on eBay than any other platform, including, believe it or not, Mercari. I've made, I think, one kid sale on Mercari the last 2 months, and everything, I think I've made one on Poshmark. Everything else is coming through eBay, which honestly I'm fine with, because I'm continually wanting to grow my eBay, so that's great. So again, you know, my cog is around $1, so profit on this piece by the time they did the $8. Yeah, really good profit on that one. Okay, let's keep going. All right, you guys, this one I've had for a while, and it's Claiborne, which does not do very well for me. So I was so happy. Not only did this sell, but for the price that it sold at, which was $27.90, this was a really nice, like, it was one of those, like, coat shirts or jackets, but it was like a jacket. It was a nice suede jacket. It was just really, really nice, and I was just so happy to get this for that. I've had this for well over a year, so I was so happy to see it sell, and yeah, really good with that one. All right, next. This unfortunately did end up being a return. Honestly, guys, it's one of the reasons why, especially kids and jewelry, I love selling jewelry pieces, because you don't have to worry about people not looking at the measurements and then later on down the road wanting to return it due to the size not fitting. It's one of the things about clothing that can be frustrating, and it's been happening more and more. Not like all the time on the bay, but it definitely happens enough that it just kind of annoying when you get that notification of, you know, that you notice that you get that sound from eBay when you get a message. You're just kind of cringing, is this another return? And for sure it was returned. Anywho, I did get it back. It was in good condition. I have relisted it. But this was a good sale. Okay, we're going to continue to move on. All right, you guys, this was one of the very first items that I sold out of my first ThreadUp bulk box. My cog on this was like 90-some cents, 93 cents or something like that. And this sold within the hour of me listing it. I told my husband, oh my gosh, I just listed this. I had it listed for 20. Somebody sent me a $16 offer and I accepted. So really good profit on this piece. So literally within the hour of listing it. So happy with that. Okay, here another kids piece, guys. And look at this. It sold for $10.80. This is an H&M, guys. This is the sequin jacket. And it sold for $10.80. I was so happy with this. Yeah, very pleased with that. All right, this is one of those, it's a Carhartt women's scrub top and pants set that I purchased at a garage sale 2 years ago for $1. It has taken this long to sell. And it's Carhartt. I guess maybe because it's a 5X, I honestly don't know. But I really had anticipated this selling a lot quicker. I am glad I got great profit on this at $22.50 for the sale. Actually, no. This sold for like $14. They said, was it 14 or 22? I honestly don't remember. Because when people send you an offer, it doesn't note the price up here. It only notes that in the actual sale on eBay, which I'm not showing you here. But either way, I don't remember what this sold for, but either way, for $1, I was just really glad to move it, and then it sold. All right, another kids piece, guys. This sold like within a few days after me listing it, and it did sell for the $10.80. It was either $10.80 or like $10, something like that. It was a good profit on this piece. Again, my cog was around $1. Here's another one, guys. This one sold for $9. Listed this one within a few days it was sold. So as you can imagine, I've definitely been listing a lot of my kids' items since I'm no longer doing kid shows and whatnot. And I'm just really happy to see some of these move. I did take a bunch of stuff into buy, sell, trade. Got quite a bit of money back from that. I think it made like $72. So I turned around and flipped that into some vintage and costume jewelry. I still have some money from that. I haven't spent all of it. So yeah, so I'm going to continue to buy more vintage jewelry and replace the kids' clothes with more vintage jewelry. So anything I'm making off of buy, sell, trade, that's just going into that. All right. This was another piece, you guys, that was from my ThreadUp book box. Now, this was from box number 2. This sold within days of being listed as well. This is Ann Taylor, guys. It's Ann Taylor, and it's still sold for me, and it's extra small. Sold for $18. I was very happy with this. Brand new with tags. So, again, really good profit on that piece. All right, this was an extra small dress that sold. It's so funny because some of these items that I'm showing that sold on platforms I've had in auctions on whatnot and they didn't sell, and now a week or two later they're selling here on platforms. And obviously I'm making a lot more money from them being sold on platforms, which is one of the, yeah, I'll update you on all that. Okay, so $22.50 for this dress, which was great profit on this. I think this was like $3 for the cog on this piece. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Okay, last one on the bag, guys, another kids piece. My goodness gracious. These overall sold for $13.50. 10% off. I'm just very happy to be moving so many of these kids pieces, and with the profit that I'm getting, very happy with that. I've made more profit selling kids clothes on platform in the last month and a half than I had on kids clothes in the last 2 months of trying to do kids on whatnot. Okay, let's dive into Poshmark. This was one of those items that I actually got an offer on eBay. So I'm so used to saying the Bay for talking on whatnot. On eBay, and I couldn't find it. It was actually sitting on the other side of my bag where it was supposed to, the bag that it was supposed to be in, it was sitting on the outside of the bag and I just didn't see it. Looked for it all over the place, so I ended up having to not accept the offer. But it turns out that it sold for $17 here on Poshmark. This was a men's piece, so my cog on this was $3, and just very happy to move it. Good money on that one. All right, this was a bundle. I don't typically get bundle sales. They just don't happen very often for me. But this was a good profited bundle. My cog on each of these pieces was $3. So $6 for both of them. And I made $23 in earnings. That was a really good bundle. And I got a really nice note. Hey, Mrs. Loving Life, nice gear at great price, perfect for high school varsity ball player. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, which was awesome. So, yeah, I was really happy with that bundle. Alright guys, this was another one of those pieces from my first ThredUp book box that I listed. It's so funny because I actually had this in a live auction, guys. This was one of the reasons why, even though I was doing auctions for women's pieces and kids pieces, I still cross-posted them while they were in auction. This sold in between my auctions on Poshmark here for $20. So I went upstairs, pulled it off the auction rack, and shipped it out. My cock on this was 93 cents. And yeah, good feedback. Alright. This was another one of those pieces that I actually had an auction probably about a month ago, and it didn't sell, but it sold here for $15. Gap green plaid button-down shirt, brand new with tags. Lots of flannel can be sold right now this time of year. I've actually sold a few pieces of flannel lately, so very, very happy with this. This was probably $3. So yeah, another great one. Alright guys, Madewell. This was another piece that I had in auction a couple months ago and it did not sell, which really surprised me because it's Madewell and it's alpaca, but it didn't sell. It did sell on Poshmark for $20. So again, great profit, and on this one I think I paid like $5.50 for the item. Alright, a few more. This was another one I had in auction a few months ago. Didn't sell, but sold here for $12. So I was really, really happy with that. Made a $9 profit on this one. This one I paid $3 for. I was tempted to keep this one myself because I really loved the colorway and the plaid, but extra large is too big for me. And this was like yeah, it's a size 1 extra large. So, yeah, it would have been too big on me. All right, let me see here. American Eagle relaxed straight denim jeans. I've had these for a while. Paid $1 for these out of a denim box from ThredUp probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I was really, really happy to see these sell. Really happy. And again, great profit, $20. I was so, so pleased with that. All right, we got a couple more here. Lily Pulitzer. This was another item that I had in auction that didn't sell, which really shocked me. I don't know if it's because it's a solid color, and normally a lot of people love the bold Lily Pulitzer prints, but honestly I was so happy because this sold for such a great price here. I wasn't complaining. I got great profit on this piece and it cost me $3 in purchase. Actually, no, I think this one was $8. But anywho, really great profit. And last but not least, you guys, another kids piece. Carhartt overalls. I listed these maybe a week ago, week and a half ago at the most. Sold for $18 on Poshmark. So thrilled with that sale. Great profit. Oh my goodness gracious. Just very, very happy with these sales. Things have been slow this last weekend, so I don't know if it was just because I've been transitioning, which I will talk about, but let's close this out and we'll talk about my transition and what I'm doing. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me and showing the solds. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. Some things have changed for me. You know, when you're reselling, you have to just have those hardcore conversations with not only yourself, but with your spouse. And my husband and I were talking, we were looking at my numbers, closing in on the end of September, and we were just really realizing that even though I was thoroughly enjoying doing Whatnot auctions, after looking at my numbers the last couple months, it is not going where we want it to go. And I know that people say you just need to keep moving on with it, moving forward with it, and I agree 100%. The factor for me and my business is that right now my husband and I have some financial goals we want to obtain. And what I'm making through Whatnot auctions is not getting me where my numbers want to be. And it's interesting because I don't know if you noticed this, but during my sold video this last time, I've been noticing a lot of the things that I had in my auctions didn't sell in my auctions, but they sold on my platforms. And the reason why we did this, we actually went back a couple years on Bindu to see what my numbers were, because a couple years ago I was grossing, and guys, I'm not saying this to brag, I'm humbly saying this to share with you why we made this decision. A couple years ago we were looking at my numbers 2 years ago, and I was grossing $1,500 a month doing listings, 20 to 25 listings a day. And since I stepped away from that to pursue more of Whatnot, and even this last 6-8 months doing, not a lot of listings and just pursuing Whatnot, trying to get Whatnot up and running, we just really noticed that my numbers plummeted. So when you look at that, Even though I was doing lives sometimes even twice a day, I've tried different categories and all that. Sometimes certain things just don't work for your business model depending on what your goals are. And so we had to make a hardcore decision. This was not an easy decision for me. I love doing lives. I love the interaction. I love meeting you all. I love doing all that. But my husband's like, but the money is in the listings. It's just that simple. And if you notice a lot of my solds, I share with you that I had these items in auction. And then a month or two later, they sold on my platforms. So that just goes to show you, even right there with those numbers in those items that sold, that things do sell better for me on platform. So as we talk about, you always go where it works for you, right? And even though I really do miss doing whatnot, I'm going to make a transition. I'm doing 20, right now I'm doing 20 listings a day. I'm hoping to get that up to 25, but I want to do no less than 20 listings a day. And I really want to grow YouTube. So on top of doing my regular videos that I've been doing, you guys have been noticing I've been doing videos where I am doing sales through YouTube, where I'm showing like clothing items or jewelry items. I'm going to be doing my unboxings with my vintage and costume jewelry, and I'm going to be coming on in I'll do an unboxing and then I'll come on later that week, and I'm actually going to be selling them to you guys in a video. I've been doing some research and figuring out how to accommodate this, and I'm really excited to do this because I've been really wanting to grow my YouTube. This will still give me the ability to bring some deals to people if I want to, still be involved in the community here. But another reason why I'm really excited to do this, not only will it grow my YouTube channel, but it's not going to be competing with anybody. On Whatnot, I'm competing with everybody else who's doing Whatnot on Whatnot. And I may still list on District, but I'm not going to be pursuing doing lives on District. They're still trying to figure out Android and how all that works. And right now, I just have some focuses. My husband and I have agreed that I'm going to be focusing on, which is listing and working YouTube. So what I decided to do is bring those sales, those live sales to you guys. And once a week, like I've been doing, probably not so much in clothes, but bringing jewelry to you guys, and then maybe mixing clothing pieces in there once in a while, maybe some shoes. We'll see how it goes. You guys can kind of tell me via the videos what you're looking for, because even some people are doing like purses that way. They're doing different things, so, and shoes and things like that. But I definitely want to bring jewelry to you. My cost on my jewelry is very reasonable, so I'm easily able to bring you guys some deals. So once a week I'll do the unboxing per usual, and then once a week I will be bringing you guys really great deals on vintage and costume jewelry. And if you want me to mix in some of the new jewelry that's never been worn, we can do that as well. But I want to be able to do that so that I can still do those types of things, kind of like a live, but I'm not competing with everybody else on Whatnot. It's just my channel. I'm growing my channel. I'm bringing it to you through my channel. I would use PayPal for services, and then it's shipped via Pirate Ship. So it's super easy, very simple for you guys. So that's what I'll be doing, and still doing my listings while I'm growing YouTube doing that. I'm excited about doing that. We're going to test this out, see how it goes. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. I've already done one unboxing of the jewelry, a package that I got in. I've already got a second package coming in. And for some reason, my phone won't transfer video, so I'm having to do it a different way. But I'm hoping to bring that unboxing to you guys soon, and then I'll be doing a live with that jewelry for you guys this week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and letting me share an update with you on how things are going. And I'm excited about this new path and what we're doing. Hopefully getting back to where we used to be a couple years ago and making some really great sales and moving this business forward. Guys, as always, be productive, and we will see you next time. Take care.